back to another session of Entering the Light Fantastic, a channeled message from Beyond the Veil. In this series, my friend Marty, who is a gifted medium and channels my son Robbie from the other side. Robbie asked me to do these videos to give us pointers and what he calls the cheat code to help us in this lifetime. So without further delay, I'm going to bring in my partner Marty, and we will see what Robbie has to say. Hi, Marty.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I always look forward to this day because I get to talk to my son. I've said this before. It's like getting a phone call from college. So this time that we do to me is just precious. So thank you again for doing this. I know Robbie kind of has come into your dream and given you breadcrumbs of what he wants to talk to or address today.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well, is he there? Do you want to just jump right in, or?
Well, I mean, let me go into trance.
Yeah. I didn't know if you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rush you. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything to the audience before you jumped into trance, or do you want to just go?
Oh, well, I can say, I don't usually talk much on these. How I was led to, normally he doesn't really tell me what we're going to talk about. It's just jump in and go. Yeah.
Big
surprise. and so that's fine. But this time yesterday morning I woke up and I'd had a dream, and it was about a particular situation in one of his friends. I had a reading. I had a download about, he was telling me about one of his friends and a lot of anxiety and stress that a lot of his friends are facing right now in their early 30s, when you're getting married and having kids and like that. And so I sort of tried to pinpoint it, like, oh, so did you want to talk about this tomorrow? Is that what you're saying? And this episode, all I know is for sure is that this is dedicated to Robbie's friends.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I'm sure I'm sorry. I'm sure there'll be something in there for everybody. There always is, but the dedication is so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead then. Collect yourself. Go ahead and go into trance. We'll see how he wants to elaborate on that subject.
Okay.
For the audience, this process that Marty does, the trance channeling, it takes her about 3 to 5 minutes to actually connect with Robbie. So I will edit that out so you're not just staring at us sitting here waiting for Marty. So go ahead, Marty.
Okay.
Hello, my son.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. Good to be with you again.
Good to see you, Mom.
You sound happy?
Yeah, things are good.
Good. Well, so Marty tells me that you came in and talked to her in her dream the other night.
Yeah, yep.
You know what? I'm just going to turn the floor over to you right now because I know you have something that you want to talk about. So why don't you start, and then I'll jump in with any questions.
Okay, sweet. So, okay. I get kind of emotional. That's funny.
Oh.
About this. Today, I want to talk about a lot of things that I probably I wasn't known for talking about maybe when I was alive. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So, we're going to go deep. And that's not really me. I mean, I like to laugh and have fun and, but, I'm watching my friends as they're hitting in their 30s and, getting married and maybe thinking about starting families or starting families. Um, well, I just see the pressure. I see it and I feel it. I feel your pain, man. I mean, that's okay. That's kind of weird. But I mean, I feel your pain. I want to tell you that I'm right there with you. And you know, I can't do a lot about like every one of my friends' individual life circumstances, okay? I mean, I just can't. But what I can do and what I am doing, and I want all you guys to know, and you know who you are. You know who you are. Um, what I want you to know is that I'm supporting you and I'm with your family. A lot of you have like grandparents and brothers, sisters. There's people over here that are supporting you, and I want you to know that. I want you to know that um, just as we're on this side, a lot of people think, oh, we're not in your daily life, but uh, dude, we're so in your lives. You don't even know. And so we're supporting you in your fears and your worries and
Robbie, let me stop you right there. When you said you're supporting us and you're with us, how how do you do that? How do we know that you're there, or what it is, what specifically is it that you can do from the other side?
okay, so what I will say is my friends know me because of like music that comes on, right?
Hmm.
So I'll send like, funny messages like a song that we used to like or whatever, like a group that we used to like. You know, my friends know me. They totally get that that's how I come through a lot is with music. But anytime you think of me, and this goes for everyone watching this, anytime you think of your loved one on the other side, we're with you because when you say our name or you're missing us or the slightest thing that has to do with us, we're like, what? We're like right there.
Hmm.
So that's one thing. But what I wanted to talk really specifically about is, I guess, fear, and it kind of keeps coming back to that, right? I didn't really realize how many people of my friends, you know we're living with a lot of fear and stress, like fear for the future. Because, okay, I'm just going to say it. You guys that I left behind, all my friends, you're living in hardcore, really messed up times. There's not really much more I could say than that. It's challenging, really challenging. This time is almost, I'm going to say, unlike any other time um, in United States history. And so with that said, a lot of my friends, they're really like personalizing stress, like taking things like, everyone when you're young, you want to prove yourself. You want to prove you're a man, prove that you can do this or prove you can do that. And you especially want to prove it to your parents. It's really important. You want your parents to think highly of you. You want to earn respect from the world and from your parents in particular.
Hmm.
And
I know that's something that you put on yourself heavily when you were here.
yeah, I mean, you guys, what? It's like, I have really good parents. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean that. I mean it in the best way. Like, I was really challenged. Like, hey, that's cool. I mean, but yeah, I don't think any parent realizes or remembers. Think as you guys get older, you forget, like, what is it really like
Hmm.
when you're in that age? The pressure that we put on ourselves,
Hmm.
us in that age group, is just out of control, out of control. I mean, it's just stupid. It doesn't need to be.
No.
And not saying that your emotions are stupid, okay? Don't mean that. I mean, if you can find a way to build fun into your life, it's really important to still get out there and have fun. It's really, really, really important. I can't emphasize that enough. It's well, it's everything. I mean, otherwise, why are you in a human body? Why are you living? I'm just here to remind you. Get out there, go surfing or go snowboarding or do something really physical that can get some of the stress out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that all of us feel that way. All of us put pressure on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does it, and to one degree or another. And it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything works out for you guys. That's what I want to tell you. So stop worrying so much.
Okay. And I think too, many people, their actions are based on what other people think instead of doing it for themselves. So, maybe try to think of it that way might take some of the stress off. I mean, I tried to tell you when you were in this life, do it because it's a passion for you, not because you think it's going to please me. And as many times as I tried to tell you that, I sometimes didn't sink in. But so when you say also that you support us, I know when you're around, you send us messages or symbols or signs. But what kind of support can you offer? Is it just to let us know that we are loved and you're there?
I, yes. And we on this side we send you energy. We
Oh,
we send you positive energy. So if you can, in your darkest times when you're feeling really stressed out, if you can just relax and think of me or, whoever you want to think of that's over here for you. Um, if you can do that, if you can just tune in, you'll feel it. You'll feel it because we'll be sending it to you. Whatever you need, we'll try to get it for you. We'll try to send you positive energy that will support you in your drive to do whatever it is that you want to do.
so when we get in these funks, it literally then can lower our energy, our vibration. So you're sending us energy to try to counteract that and raise our spirits. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep, just
Okay.
like that. Just like that.
Okay. Now, can you talk about, because here on Earth, we seem to worry about, I don't want to say petty things, but not the big picture. When you got over there and you saw what the big picture is and you realized, oh, why was I even worried about that? Can you talk a little bit about that perspective for us?
Yeah. I mean, here's why it's so easy for me to say all this now, is because I'm not feeling it. We don't feel the emotions as intensely
Mm-hmm.
as a human body. Human body, like I think we talked about this before, is like a like a speaker system. Like it amplifies emotions. Any emotion you're feeling, you guys feel it in the body, like triple the intensity of what we feel over here,
Mm.
because everything over here is just love and kindness and think of like the best possible day you've ever had. It's like that all the time here. So um I mean, when you don't have that tension, you don't have a contrast. I mean, it's easy for me because I just feel love for all my friends, and it's just pure. The emotions over here are just tend to stay in the positive and the pure, and we're not tested by negativity as well like y'all are on Earth. I mean, the intensity that you guys are living in, and I do want to say, especially in California, on the coast, you know, um, I think we talked about this before too, but like I can, fly around wherever in the world and you can see emotion and you
Mm-hmm.
can see where things are, dang, really intense there. You could see it. And man, California is literally on fire right now,
Yeah.
with intensity. And, yeah, okay, the fires are stopping and under control, but what? I mean, the emotions that stirred up in everyone,
You can
um,
see that.
oh, and the heartache that, yeah, it's crazy, crazy how intense it is for you. So cut yourself some slack. That's what I want to say. I mean, I know all of this sounds like wah 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 wah, but seriously, to my friends in particular, I just want you to know, you know, we're doing everything we can to support you from this side with positive energy and upliftment every day. So on the days you feel like, dude, I cannot even do this. I cannot do this anymore. Quit it. Stop that and just relax into, I got you. I got you.
So turn it over to spirit, really,
Yep.
is turn it over to you guys. And I've been told, Robbie, and maybe you can talk a little bit about this. When we do pray and then not try to steer the outcome and literally go with it and understand that spirit's got our back and is going to direct us, then things just seem to fall into place. Everything becomes easier, less stressful, and our life is then goes in the direction that it's supposed to. When we get out of kilter, it's like we keep hitting our head against the wall over and over and over again. So is it important for us then to try and trust spirit and turn over? Not that we're not going to live our lives, but know that we're going to be guided.
Yes. And I'll add, this is the big one. And this is what I struggled with in my human body. You can't control other people.
No.
You cannot. You can't control really anything on earth. You have no control. The one thing you can control is your emotional reactions
To.
and
Mhm.
to whatever's happening to you or in your life or the stress that you're feeling about different situations. The only thing you can do is try. Just show up and try. And so, guess what? If you show up and try on a day when you're not feeling really well, you go to work, you got a bad situation at work that's really bugging you or whatever, and you're not feeling well, you're trying your best on that day might not look like very good. It might not look as good as it could be, but that doesn't matter. What matters is, did you try? Did
Mm-hmm.
you try your best?
Mm-hmm.
And wow, I think if you can get to that level of accepting yourself for your ups and your downs, your highs and your lows, because to be human is to have all those
Mm-hmm.
ups, downs, and highs and lows. And oh, something crazy happened there. And why is my boss being like that? And why did my dad say that? Or what, all the crazy stuff that you go through in a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you can work on controlling your reactions to be the best version of yourself. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
You,
It's
that's it.
self-love, I think, is what you said. Love yourself for even in the downs. Don't
Yeah.
look at it as a failure, look at it as a lesson. And I like what you brought up, because what I have learned in all my studying and reading, Robbie, is our true power. Our true power is what you talked about. It's how we react to a situation. We are the only ones that control our reaction, no one else, right?
Yep. Yeah. Right,
And
mom?
yeah. So try not to become a victim. Learn that it's going to be okay and that you guys are right there helping us. And that's comforting for us, Robbie. It's comforting for me to know when I get in a bad situation or a sad situation, I call on you. And sure enough, you will play a song or have a dragonfly fly right in front of me. And I thank you for that. I'm saying this so that the audience knows it works.
Yeah. No, it's true. If you just start noticing, um, and you know what? When you're looking for signs and symbols, guess what that does? It kind of takes you out of yourself.
Mhm,
It makes you more outwardly focused. When you get down and you get hard on yourself, you go inward.
mhm.
And so it's always best to, because that can be like another one of those spirals that we've talked about before. You can really quickly spiral down and get stuck inside yourself.
Mhm.
And that's not good. It can be really a dark place. And so the way to kind of shake yourself out of it is think of us on the other side
Mhm.
and then look around you. You'll see a sign or a symbol that gives you your answer or tells you, yeah, hey dude, I'm here with you, or whatever. I mean, just the act of doing that, looking for signs and symbols, takes you out of yourself, and that helps.
Yeah, and you brought up another way to do it is through music, through exercise. Is there anything else we can do to help us cope with stress that you have learned from the other side?
Mm, I mean, I'd say prayer,
Okay.
but for me and a lot of my friends, that wasn't really it. So I don't know how helpful that is. It's helpful to a lot of people,
Mhm.
but if you want to just consider prayer, talking, just saying your stuff out loud that you need to say,
Mhm.
that's prayer, right?
Yep.
So maybe that's a better way of thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that some of the things that works for me too, Robbie, is when I help other people. You touched on this, get out of your own head. You go help other people. It shifts the focus, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good memory. You know, um, I guess just what I want to say is compassion
Mhm.
is really key. Compassion for yourself,
Mhm.
compassion for others around you. Um, it's funny. I used to be, I have really, really high standards, like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to not half ass it. I'm going to try to do it the best way I can.
Yep, that was you. Is you.
And uh, so, I mean, everyone knows that about me, I would say. So I'm just saying that that perfectionism, that, driving really hard. Guess what? I wasn't the only one who's like that in the world. And I think that was a huge eye opener when I got to the other side. Like, oh, I mean, I knew it in the earthly plane, right? I knew it that, I'm at work and I'm kind of looking around me thinking, man, other people maybe don't have as high a standards as I do. It kind of pissed me off, to be honest. Like, you see things like, why do they do that? Or what are they doing that for? That's not right. Like, I had a lot of judging going on all the time, like, like, and I judged myself as harshly as I could judge others too.
Mhm.
So that's just not a fun or happy way to live. It can get really, again, the negative downward spiral. And you can get caught up in that. What does it look like to everyone else? Um,
Mhm.
Here's something that I learned when I came over on this side is what if everyone is just doing the very best they can on any given day? What if that's true? I mean, just that one thought will stop you in your judgment of yourself, stop you in your judgment of others. If you can, when you're in the moment, say, what if that's really the best they can do today?
Yeah.
Because most people, what I found out, most people, that's true. That most people really are trying to be the best version of themselves they can be. And for whatever reason, maybe they just didn't hit it on that day. Maybe they were sick, or maybe they just had a fight with their wife at home, or, whatever. There's a ton of different reasons why people might not be at their best. And that's sort of like when I was in my earthly body, I was more like focused on me and my thing and me and my thing, and then or my friends and their thing, my friends and their thing, but not like, oh, everyone in the world, all ages of us are really trying to do the best we can do at any given time. So that's really freeing.
Yeah, it really is. When you understand that everybody's position, experiences serve a different purpose. Sometimes people are doing certain things because it's a soul lesson. Who are we to judge why this person is acting this way or saying this or not doing this? We have no idea what the bigger plan is, the bigger picture for that individual soul. So I think it's important for us, Robbie, what you said, just be compassionate. Understand that we all are connected and we all come from the same place.
That's really good. That's really good, Mom.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of reading.
Yeah.
but I also understand and believe it, and I try very, very hard to live my life like that. Do I do it all the time? No. But I am aware of it and I try to work towards that. And that's all we can do. And when I mess up, forgive myself.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
So, well, is there anything else that you would like to add, my son, to this conversation?
I just want to say that today, this is where I go because I have this certain beach that I really, really like to go to. And you guys know where it is. It's the same beach I went to. I mean, when I was in my body.
Yep.
But it's a certain place I like to go and hang out at the beach, and that's where I am right now. I'm just, kicking back and playing in the water a bit and just relaxing. And water is really good. That always kind of de-stresses people. So if you guys can remember that, who can get to the beach or to, a mountain stream or whatever, water is really a great cleanser.
I've also heard, Robbie, you said that you send us energy, and I heard that water is a great conduit or amplifier of that energy. Is that
Yeah,
true too?
yeah. Because yeah, I will say that, if you ever get ideas when you're in the shower, I mean, if you're getting inspired when you're in the shower, um, a lot of times that does mean literally it's coming from spirit.
Well, you're chuckling because I know you do that to Marty all the time.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't gonna say,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Well, I think you've given us some great tools, some great insight. So maybe to summarize what you said, meditate, forgive yourself, be compassionate, don't take it so seriously, right?
yeah,
Easier said than done. And know that we have help on the other side.
yeah. Always, you're never alone. You're never ever alone. Which might be kind of weird, but really, you're never alone. You're always supported. Yeah.
Yeah. And me, for one, that keeps me going. So I thank you for that, my son.
Oh, yeah. Good. Good. That's good.
Okay. Well, I think we'll wrap it up at this point then. Do you have any final words or should I ask you to return my friend?
Um, no, just tell everyone I said hello and yeah, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving coming up. I'll be there.
Good. You better be.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, sweetheart. Well, we
Thank
will talk
you.
again next week and go ahead and let my friend come back. And thank
Okay.
you for the insight, son. I appreciate it.
All right.
And again, when Robbie exits Marty's energy, they actually see each other pass. He gives her a high five and a hug. Sometimes he wants to talk to her, but I ask him not to do that for the sake of this video and return her as quickly as possible. It's really cute. Marty said they have like a brother-sister relationship, so they tease each other all the time. And Robbie would, in fact, do that to his own sister. So as we wait for Marty to come back, I would like to take this opportunity too to wish everybody a happy and blessed Thanksgiving. Hopefully this video will help you cope with the upcoming holiday stress. Maybe, again, good timing on my son's part. But just enjoy it. Just enjoy the moment. Are you back with us, Marty? I see a big sigh. He must be chatting her ear off.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Was he talking a lot to you?
Yes.
Anything you can share?
When you were talking about Thanksgiving, he was, that's what made him go, oh yeah, one more thing.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I think that's it. You kind of crystallized it. That was really,
Oh, okay.
there are no coincidences, you know?
Nope.
And
Divine
so,
timing.
yeah,
Okay. Well, do you want to?
Thanksgiving, you know, being tolerant of others, right?
Yeah.
You know, being kind to others, recognizing that, what do you say? Recognizing that others are doing, um,
Doing the best they can at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah.
So don't judge everybody else's reaction to the day that you're having.
Yeah. You know what I will say that it's interesting to me about when he comes through me is that him being on the other side, they have so many more, I don't know, it just feels much more wide open when you're thinking about all these different situations. They're like, oh, well, that's really easy. Just look at this tool in this bag, or let's look at this tool bag, or I mean, they have it all available to them because they don't have the intense emotions
Yeah.
clouding.
And plus they have the higher perspective, so they understand more of the big picture. You know, sometimes we can't see the forest for the tree because our nose is up against the tree. Well,
No,
they can see the entire forest from where they are. So
that's exactly it. That's that quality that I wanted to communicate.
yeah.
To add on that, what I notice from me channeling, it's like, oh, I feel like my brain's like wide open when their wisdom is coming through.
Wow.
Versus I come back in my body and I'm like, I don't know, I could think of one of those things on one day. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. You're just more open to it and accepting of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think that goes back to the judgment. But all
Yeah.
right, my friend. Well, on behalf of Marty, we wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.